criticize, I analyze, I am the eyes. Yeah, they stand in lie, I stand in truth. That's my I am alive, I am alive, I am alive. I channel God, the frequency lives inside. Delinquencies leap aside, just look inside. I promise you'll find bodies the synagogue. You lie to self, then you sin to God. I take the end of lines, put it in a loop, then I tie a knot. This eternal life, this is Heka. We can never die, we are immortalized. They live mortal lives. I am more than man, I have God inside. Whoa. Opened the door and then I got inside. Found my inner child, gave him a hug, told him I love him, we gon' be alright. And then I gave a smile, you made me more than proud. Shed some tears, let us scream aloud, a stand in pride. Grabbed his hand, it was the hand of God, our fingers five. Double time, we put hands to sky. Raise them high, raise them high. This is dua. Praise in self, praise each other. Praise to health, that is the root to wealth. Praise comes from per, and it means to sell. See, that's what preachers do, buying souls, selling hell. Disguised as heaven, pushing P. Differences between prophet and prophecy. The Bible is a prop to see the lies of man, portraying God, open eye to see. Telling tales of wanderings. I've been wondering, they don't know that we're the real wonders. Miracles, when I speak it thunders. Literal, you feel it under your flesh when your organs start to rumble. Heartbeat, you're listening to vibrations as my heart speaks. Stretch minds, I have far reach. Raj General, this is our me. This is pinnacle. Step on sinister. Everyone is demons these days. Trust me, once you step to us, you will not leave as you came. See, we ain't the same, raising names. Real fame comes from Ba. It means to speak, to say. I have lots to say. My ancestors taught me how to pray. Ask and receive. Given that you live in reciprocity, our Ba shall speak through you to give our message of praise. Hands raised. This is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five. Hands up. This ain't a stick up. This is dua. Giving praise. They're only giving praise when they receive a raise. Like thank God. I receive a raise as I rise up every single day. Raise comes from res, giving life the sun's rays, hands embrace. Consciousness extinct, even the ones who think they are woke are still asleep. Resi means to watch and it deals with what you see. Resi means to dream and it's the tongue of the speech. Watch what you speak, bring dreams to reality. Watch tower, watch me tower over with power. This is more than album, this is pure magic. Creation vibrations, layers on layers. Prayers on prayers, demon slayers, soul cakes of fire. Caught up in a rapture like I need a baker. The Lord has risen, watch the bread rise. To give sustenance, I've seen death eyes. The moon is my left eye, praise Yah, dua. This is House of ATTON, I don't have a mask on. I'll tell you all what happened. I see they got the facts wrong, flow fluid. Walk with ancestors like Anpu is. Who's this Greek named Anubis? Prove it. I see bodies walking around soulless, clueless. Ani Pata, don't compare me to Steve Jobs. Call me Pata Sakar. If you need to do more research, search Ray. Hands in vagina plays when pray. Spitting seeds into the womb to birth and raise. See, that's parades. Give thanks like it's in your hands. Collect them plates, ancient stele. Step through fire, see we trailblaze. Fate and faith, this is knowledge. Facts or flip or fake. Tell me what's at stake to give thanks. Hands raised, this is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five. Hands up. This ain't a stick up. This is dua. Scribal Sessions Volume 1. For the record. Open your eye in alignment with time and you'll see the truth like it's a physical thing. From the darkness I arise, so it's not a surprise when you learn of the light that I bring. As above, so below, I find a rhythm and flow as I grow with the pendulum swing. This is the matrix where everyone's faking they sleep here in life while we wake up in dreams. Shedding the skin like a serpent, this work makes it worth it. Attaining a purpose while searching internal, examine what all is in me. Most will not make it there, so can I take it? Reality shaking, you've seen what I've seen. Reap what you sow, with the weavers of speech, achievers, and this is the read 'em and weed. You cannot read in vibrations that none of them speak. Walk a medu netter, light is feather is heavy to learn that your will isn't free. Let your willing, I continue to lead with my ebas. I'm sweeping my consciousness clean. Training in realms that are unseen. My aura is some set fire to all of the fiends. Stand on my eye, this is all seeing. I we supply 93, that means we are supreme. Healing through tones on my senses, connecting and this year. Wealthy is health, this is green. This is illusion, reality veiled in delusion. Thoughts become intrusive, it's foolish to not know by now that it ain't what it seems. This is way more than belief. I see clearly the lies. My six senses of sight are hypnotized. No wonder everyone sleeps. Open your eyes. It's time to set off the alarms. The performance self-harm. Don't you know you're a star? God in human form, and you rise with the beast. More than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I said, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper. Seeing the state of the planet, the damage, the famines expanding beyond your belief. I see they landed, they've handed the people a cannon and aiming it right at your feet. Blowing the hole where you're standing, creating the panic. The tactical planning is deep. Teaching you're only a man and that God is in heaven, the seventh outside of your reach. If you're the question, they'll call you a manic, frantic, erratic, depression, demonic. When you're teaching through the magical speech, they'll call you serpent, the one in the garden. Pardon my knowledge for having the knowledge and prowess to see. He really told the truth to Adam and Eve. You'll have distinction between good and evil if you eat of the fruit of the tree. Now you're a god, open your eye, cleansing yourself so that now you can see. They stole the stories and twisted them like it's a spliff. They put the fire to leaf, I put the fire to speech. I put the fire to heat. We don't do liars and thieves, they just desire to greed. This is my record to keep, this is my throne. You cannot sit in my seat. And I command it, I give more than 10 commandments. This is the law of attraction, and we have infinite stamina. My stage is where I'm standing. This is my eye, God is in me. I only keep goddesses with me. They are the magical beings, they are the holy ones, birthing the gods. We're overcoming the odds. We are the even and odd. They're in the odds, we're in the all. Ancestors answer my prayers, forever grateful. I will forever say thank you. Inspiration to awake the sleepers. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I said, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I said, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper.
You and your family health and prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of Maat, and may you rise and come forth as conscious light, like the divine Ra, who rise and shine forevermore. Maat.
I look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. Look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. I am him, king, crown, rings, Nesu, I am in mindset of when fighting jinns, sword swang, samurai, I am Shem, Suhor, son of HERU, I am him, king, crown, rings, Nesu, I am in mindset of when fighting jinns, sword swang, samurai, I am Shem, Suhor, son of HERU, words powerful, Hekau, see proof, you can feel the roots, gone, just look up, I am proof, breaking doors down, make some room, but I is now speaking through me and trust.
live?
Yes, sir. We are live.
What's up? Welcome to the House of ATTON. Ancient Jerusalem Teachings of the Material presents Opening the Saba Part 2. Stargate to Another Dimension by the mighty Menkhu Ara Meri Maat. Before I introduce these brothers on the panel, we will begin as we do every week with our beautiful affirmation. Trying to look at the screen. Is it posted? Okay. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Unki Emaat, Un NS, Nintet Aset Emaat, Menhepapat Emaat, Her Inhu Kui, Per Iku. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light. Hotep, peace and love, everybody. I'm Atef Remkem Ma'at, esteemed brethren. As a devoted disciple of the master teacher, Tahuti Amenhotep Ra, I humbly serve as your guide and host within the sacred halls of the House of ATTON. Each week we gather here to immerse ourselves in the profound teachings of Ma'at, embarking on a journey of enlightenment. Within this sanctuary, we explore the depths of truth, drawing wisdom from ancient artifacts and the profound teachings passed down by the great Tahuti Amenhotep Ra. My commitment extends beyond these gatherings. As a true-hearted devotee, I strive to live and breathe the principles of Ma'at, showing love for my people and resonating with the sacred vibrations of the MDWNTR. I stand as a steadfast guardian of Ma'at, protecting the sacred laws that govern our existence within the House of ATTON. Next, we have the mighty Djet Sajem. Primordial Thought 9 is a seeker of divine wisdom, the wisdom with universal structure, the wisdom that remains the same from every perspective, the wisdom that adapts to any interaction, the wisdom that creates silence, the wisdom that sustains the House of ATTON. Next, we have the mighty scribe Ani Ptah Aten Tahuti, is a teacher of knowledge, a spoken word artist, a creator, awakening the sleepers and healing the chosen ones through sound vibrational tone and conscious thought. He's the Sab, the wisdom door opener, and the lead organizer here at the House of ATTON movement. And our presenter for the night, the mighty Menkhu Ara Meri Maat, is a student of the master teacher Saba Tahuti Amenhotep Ra and a follower of Ma'at. Menkhu Ara is the HEB, the festivities organizer in the House of ATTON, cultural enlightenment advisor and a teacher, a developer of the pathways to awakening, a director and producer of documentaries, a researcher of ancient civilizations, and a researcher of the knowledge of spell. Peace and love, everybody. Welcome to Study God Sunday. What's up, great brothers? How y'all feeling? Good to see y'all.
Hey, Hotep, peace. Everything's good. How about y'all, man? How y'all feeling? Everybody's doing good? Over here, one step at a time.
That's it, great brother. Peace and love, man. Cool. You finna open the Stargate? Where we going with this one, man?
The Stargate's already open. You the Stargate. We the Stargate. We here. Yeah.
So part 2, you know, it's always more. So I'm definitely looking forward to the part 2. I love the sequels. You know, I love second coming, part 2s. I love more. You know, I love a whole lot of nefferness. You know what I mean? Part 2. You know, and some. I always love the and counting. You know what I mean? When it's neffer. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this, great brother.
To a great brother. Yes. Digging deeper.
Yes, Hotep Hindu, great brothers. Yes, I'm definitely excited for this part 2. and digging into this Heka that we know we're gonna get. So peace and love everyone who is live with us in the chat. Ara Meri, to you all and everyone who is watching on the playback. Hotep, be sure you hit the like button as you come in and share this to your social media platforms. Hotep Henu. And yeah, it's going to be a phenomenal class. I'm looking forward to what the great brother Menkhu Ara is going to bring forward. Is always some fire. Who knows what we're going to get? We don't know, but we're going to find out this evening. So yeah, talk to us, great brother Menkhu Ara. How you feeling, great brother?
I'm feeling very well, feeling good, feeling great. Looking forward to sharing this with you all. Just looking forward to everything that is to come. Definitely riding the wave, the energy of the question answerer, Saba Tahuti's podcast last night. Looking forward to the question that he's going to answer for you, PTAH, and then I sent in a question as well. So yeah, there's always something special in store with Saba Tahuti in the House of ATTON.
You sent in a question after the class?
I sent in a question last night, and then it was the last thing that he addressed. He mentioned how to honor the Neteru while in Ta Meri. So I sent that question in too. I think he'll do yours first, and then probably the following week do mine. So always something special going on. So definitely looking forward to what is coming next.
And that's a phenomenal question too. And I'm happy that you did it in the pod class, because you could have received a one-on-one, but allowing everyone else to receive the benefit of that very powerful question.
Yes. I know you brothers will be taking that journey, and for everyone that will be taking that journey, something for all of us, right? It's everybody eats, everybody eats. So that's how we rock it.
All right. So yes, to our great brothers, the Jets to Jim. How you doing, great brother? How's Gabby? How's the little one?
Hey, what's up? They're doing phenomenal. Man, tired. but you know what, man? Everyone's healthy though. That's
Good.
The beautiful thing, right? So everyone's doing Nefer. That being all said, they just, it's that bonding. I'll be right there to step in. Like, let me get some of that. Let me get some of that Mary as well. And hey, we just taking it day by day, and like I said, man, people tired, bro. But it's cool, man. It's a beautiful thing, though. That's one thing that I will always say, man. Is that it is a beautiful thing. She's so never, and I just just want to do my part, right? So, two up for Axel, man. Yeah, we doing good, man. No complaints on this side, man. We doing good.
Wonderful, great brother. Sending you much dua. You and your A'ud. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So, dua for being a representation of your ring, great brother. So yes, hotep to everyone who is here with us. Let's go through some of these chats here. Let's see who was first. Of course, the great Basa Tut, one of the latest editions of the moderators here at the House of ATTON, where he will post all the links to everything that we are doing. So to our great brother, Hotep Henu, and the great Nukpu, Hotep Netiru, with some axes and a vase. Wonderful great brother, Saba is the answer. Absolutely. All right. So the support link is pinned to the top of the chat for those who appreciate these classes and all that takes place into building and advancing the House of ATTON. We appreciate everyone who sees the works getting put in, and those who want to support that and help us raise up the netter. So Tua and those support links that are pinned to the top are also in the bio as well. And I will let me see. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm working on another one. But Tua, please utilize those links and share your support for the House of ATTON, for this great brother and his presentation that he's bringing forward for everyone. So Tua, and again, everyone hit the like button. And yeah, if any of you great brothers have any announcements or anything you want to speak on before we pass it to the great brother.
No, I'm good. It's on you, Menkhu. Excited to see what you about to do.
Oh yeah, I wanted to say Hotep to you, the Jed, on the Amanet put up the little video on social media from your presentation. That looks amazing how she did it. The visual came out super nepper. So Hinu to you.
Yeah, for sure. Tua.
It's like, what you talking about, brother? I don't even know.
Did you see it? You seen it?
Are you talking about the thumbnail?
No, not the thumbnail. She posted it on I think on all the socials. I think it on Insta.
I'm still trying to get these brothers on the social, on the House of ATTON. I think they're following us.
Oh, okay.
I think they're following the House of ATTON.
Okay. You popping on the socials right now.
Hey, I gotta see what's good.
Yeah. Your video came out. On socials. It's popping.
All right, for sure. Now I'm definitely got to jump on there right now.
Yes, and Tua Hinu to the great Amanet Kat for the works that she's doing on the social media side. And Nefertati Saket as well has began to learn that process as well. Yeah, everyone follow us on Instagram, TikTok. It got shut down for about 12 hours and made its way back. So it's very interesting to see certain things take place. But yes, follow us on all of our social media platforms to get the short form content of these extensive presentations. So yes, Hotep Henu. And yeah, we'll pass it to you, great brother Menkhu Ara.
To a great brother. Tap, I like that thumbnail. I see you cooking. I see the hacker. Okay, I see you styling on them. Wait, what did Patah say? TikTok was down for 12 hours, but it's back up.
TikTok was down, but TikTok owns this video editing app that I use called CapCut.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
And it was down too. You couldn't get into that.
So what's going to happen? Are they officially banning TikTok from the US?
I don't know how it's going to work, brother. I don't know how it's going to work.
Yeah, it was banned. There's a ban in place that started today, the 19th. But they said that they're not exercising any of the fees that comes with it being banned. So that's just what they're saying. So it did get banned. It was shut down. But some of the politicking in the back.
Oh yeah, they're messing with a lot of people money. So people are probably trying to maneuver to do what they can.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, never. All right, well, I am ready to start. Let me present. I'm gonna bounce around a little bit. My share this evening will not be that long. But yeah, let's get into it. Just see something. Checking all the screens, see how it's looking as presenting. Let's see. So this is a part 2. And so as you all know, or if you were not here for my last share, I am presenting on the Nahet Hor Habet. Some people refer to it as the HERU STELE. So I am going to be sharing more information from this powerful documentation from the Neteru. Let me see. Okay, cool. Yep. So this is the Nahet Hor Habet. And so I will be sharing a video on this next section that I'm going to read. But for today, I'm just going to read it. But I do have a video that I'm sharing, and I'm transitioning to a different style. So we're going to share a different screen. Let me see where I want to go. Yeah, I want to go here. Boom. So I'm going to be reading. I'm going to pick up from where I left off in my last share. So yes, please chat. Definitely chime in, ask questions, have some interactions. I may throw out some commentary, narratives, and questions for the chat as well. So let us begin. Tahuti continues assuring the enemies that the person in danger is a netter, and finally announcing that he is HERU himself. He then recites part of the ancient funerary ritual in which the body of the dead man is reconstructed limb by limb until it is complete. You have your head, HERU. It stands fast under the Ararat crown. You have your eyes. Heru, you are the son of Geb, Neb of the two eyes, and so forth down to the soles of his feet. You rule the south and the north, the west and the east. You look about you like Ra or Re, the sufferer likewise. Aset now takes up her story again. The whole of the base of the stele, she tells how Heru was born in a secret nest of papyrus, how she rejoiced, how she spent her time looking after his needs, and how one day she found him unconscious. She called out, and the peasants living nearby came running, but no one knew what to do. One woman, indeed full of experience, realized what had happened, but she was apparently powerless to help. Aset then was forced to make her own diagnosis. She did this by identifying the odor of the womb, which she proceeded to open. Next, she attempted to revive the child by shaking him, jumping around with him like a fish on the fire, crying, Heru has been stung. O Ra, thy son has been stung. Heru, the heir of your heir, has been stung. The child has been stung. The beautiful golden child, the orphan without a father. Heru, the son of Asar, has been stung. Born of thee, one who weeps, Heru has been stung. Without sin, youngest son of the Neteru, Heru has been stung. At last, Tahuti answered her appeal and came at the command of Ra with the supreme threat. It will be dark and the light will be driven away until Heru is cured from his mother, for his mother Aset, and every sufferer likewise. He chants a long list of divinities who are protecting the child. Ending with the protection of Heru is the lamentation of his mother and the cries of his brothers and the protection of the sufferer likewise. Then addressing the child directly, awake, Heru. Your protection is strong. May you rejoice the heart of your mother Aset. I am Tahuti, the eldest, the son of Ra, who Atum and the 9 Neteru sent to cure Heru for his mother Aset and to cure the sufferer likewise. The poison dies. Its fire is driven away because it has stung the son of the powerful one. Tahuti then turns to the inhabitants of the Delta, saying, go to your house. Heru lives for his mother and the sufferer likewise. Then the goddess Aset says, regard the Delta dwellers, the nurse of Pep and Dep. They have contributed much to heal the child of his mother, and to heal the sufferer likewise. But let them not recognize my condition in Chemis, a refugee who fled from her town. Then spake Tahuti. To these Neteru he addressed the dwellers in the Delta. O nurse of P, Heru belongs to you, entrusted with life. I cause that the sailor in the sun's bark. Row again, for Heru lives for his mother Aset, and the sufferer lives for his mother likewise. The poison is without power, and the craftsman will be praised for his service. Ra, rejoice. Ra Herakuti, your son Heru is endowed with life. The last passage leaves no room for doubt that the Delta dweller considered the child Heru as their peculiar property, and by that they expected him to help them when required in return for services which they had rendered him and his mother. The stele, in fact, is exclusively concerned with the Delta. Not only does it relate a Delta myth, but the divinities mentioned in the text and shown in the vignettes are almost all particularly associated with the North and worshipped like Menebes at Heliopolis. It is probably impossible to identify with certainty all the divinities in the vignette, as divine symbols have become confused by this late period, the greater gods having often assimilated the characteristics of the lesser. A certain number of the Sipi have a labeled besides each figure, but sometimes these labels contradict each other, and in any case that they apply to only a small proportion of the divinity shown on the so-called Metronet Stele, but we know the real name is the Nahet Hor Hebet. As is to be expected, Aset, Heru, and Tahuti appear most frequently, and the action most often represented is a combat between a netter combat between a netter or netteru and a reptile. Not all the netteru mentioned in the text appear in the vignettes, however, nor are those depicted always mentioned in the text. It is of some help in picking out the separate scenes to note that each minor figure faces the most important divinity in its own group, who in turn faces the center of the register. Otherwise, on the front of the stele, the individual figures face the center. Those of the back all face right. Like the glyphs, the metanetter, the figures and text on the side face the front of the stele. One second. Okay. The lunette in front, register 1, has already been described. The vignettes of the register 2 are more characteristic of the decorations as a whole and may be described in detail. They consist of a group of deities watching Chinun and Tawarets killing a crocodile. A second group surrounding a pantheistic netter who tramples on 2 crocodiles, and Patah Asar also trampling on crocodiles. The first group includes Netet and her sister Aset, and later in her form as goddess of the town of Reina Ferret in the Delta. Notice her animal legs. The ram-headed Chinook is a netter who was particularly associated with the killing of monsters and is depicted a number of times on this stele. Taweret, the hippopotamus goddess, was a special patroness of women and children, as was Hathor, the first goddess of the second group, beside of the latter second Serket, the divine scorpion who had passed into the service of Ra. Tahuti stands opposite of Serket, and behind him is a netter who may have the head of a lion. Then Heka, the personification of Heka, or magic, the mummy form Kepre, and men, with the green plants associated with his worship growing from a shrine. Most of these divinities are holding captive serpents. In addition, the following subjects may be noted. At the left of the register 4, the falcon on the back of an onyx, which appears 3 times on this stele, represents Heru as Neb of Hebenu, a district of the Delta. Next comes the most elaborate vignette of all, Heru the Savior, shooting noxious beasts from a chariot drawn by the Griffin of Death, the Destroyer. 2 quivers full of arrows are fastened to the chariot. Heru, the child seated on a crocodile, seems to be encouraging the archer. At the extreme left of the register, Bes and Taweret, the guardians of infants, watch over the child Heru of the main sculpture. Immediately below, near the right, is a cat seated on a shrine. The cat is labeled on another monument, Mut, mistress of Ashru, the wife of Amun of Thebes, and the great Netert of the south. If this is the cat of lines 9 following, she, Mut, must have been regarded here as a form of Aset. On the bottom register of the back, we find Aset and Heru in the nest of papyrus at Chimnus. The scene is repeated on the right side register, where Heru is represented as a falcon instead of a human infant. Above register, we see Heru, the child, in a shrine adored by his mother Aset and protected by the 7 scorpions of our story. All in all, almost 100 divinities are represented, as well as the noxious beasts, the followers of Seth. The venom of reptiles itself was, as we have seen, personified and addressed as a demon. We have also seen how practical methods of driving out this demon were advocated, cutting the wound so that the poison would flow out with the blood, sucking the wound and spitting out the poison, applying a tourniquet, a bread poultice, garlic and natron massage, and shaking to keep the victim awake. The recitation of the spells may also be regarded as practical, both on the part of the patient, presumably an inhabitant of the Delta, who is reminding the netter of a kindness in the past for which he deserves recompense. and on the part of the physician, who doubtless hope that the incantations accompanied by an application of magic water will have a good psychological effect. How much real philosophical content there is in these and similar texts is doubtful. Some scholars have been inclined to overemphasize the spiritual meaning of HERU, the Savior, the orphan without sin. The Talmurian almost certainly regarded him as one who rescued them from material, not moral dangers. Nor can we know how much faith is cultivated man like Nesu Atum placed in these texts and pictures which he had chosen with so much care. He may have been believed in them implicitly, or he may simply have felt in the correct thing to erect a fashionable and expensive stele in honor of his patrons. But whatever his motives, we can be grateful for the taste and selection and skills of execution which have made this the finest monument of its kind in the world today. We'll stop there, and then I'm going to bounce to the middle section of the Nahet Hor Habet. Make this bigger. Let's see. One second. Let me see. Alrighty. So this is the middle section of the stele, and as you can see, the translation, which has been translated by the question answerer, Saba. Within his realm, you intestines retreat. Long is his tail within the you having no body to evolve from. He who is without arms, he who is without legs, you folding within the intestines. You intestines, enemy of Ra, get back a pep. Your form has fallen with the knife, and the smell of the cutting block is in your flesh. The netter axe has caused your established form with the cutting block. The taste of his flame is in your ba. His face lift not, cutting of you. Your head has been cut off, has been made conscious, in front of Ra. Not will you turn back doubled. He cannot raise face. Your head is turned upside down. Let me just grab a pointer. And as we can see, an image of someone turned upside down. Cannot fight with eye damage and cannot ma examine. So you cannot force exist in a cowardly state. Stepping on you and decreasing your power. Cutting you and spitting on you so that you cannot ascend. Be above. It became saddened of the eve of the poison that existed doubly strong active, who said consistently firm you are with Heka. Cannot exist the opening of your face to what you was eternally uttered by HERU. Lost in the Shin plant marshes. He will not exist in praise and erection. Saddened, finding the path opening. Here's the ibis bird digging. Became saddened of the eve of the poison that existed doubly strong active. Oh, I just read this line. I'm sorry, I just read this line. Let me scroll up. Life, here's the Ankh. For you have given, imbued by HERU. That are with unhappy frequency. Those of you rise with your pet in happy upliftment. Who was once sad is now, with his consciousness, powers of magic that affects with tripled knowledge. It's the ibis again. The negative serpent will be turned away. The sign of Asar. The sin of Asar. Pardon me. And given Tua. Will seek and glimpse the sun. Every expanding, seeing male and female. This by reason of the falling, bitten Parasite rebels. The poison adversary turning around. Shot out for you is the Heka spoken by HERU. Because forcefully see that were under the knife, those affected. Here's the knife. Take all poisons that is in all body parts. So this is the top section of the Nahet Hor Habet of the middle section. This is a short presentation, but we will end there. And he has a video he will play, a short trailer, and then we will end. A lot of Heka on this stele.
All right, Hotep, mic check. Can I be heard?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Hotep, great brother.
Let's go.
Yes, Hotep Henu. Yeah, to our great brother for mic check. For
Mic
reading.
check.
Oh, yes, Hotep. Okay, I heard an echo. But yes, Hotep, great brother Tua, for giving us the Saba Tahuti translation of a section of that stela, which is, as you said, full of Heka. One said, consistently firm you are with Heka. And utilizing that to remove poisons. And this is a very powerful story that really shows some of the Heka that was widely known around 300 BCE, right there with the Ptolemies coming in, and being able to resurrect from death, right? To remove that which is ailing the body, which I always found pretty interesting when looking at certain stories. And for if the body can no longer house or contain a ba, then for that body to reanimate with breath, right? Then whatever caused it to leave would have to be fixed. And this story shows that, right? It shows it's about removing the isfet and the poison to restore the body back to health, right? And not just reanimating a body that doesn't work. And so that's a huge difference that I noticed in the stories of the Netzer and these biblical accounts, is even that detail there. So yeah, 2 out for reading this, and again for giving us the Saba Tahuti translation. So everyone, make sure that you go through and screenshot that, keep that in your records. So yes, great brother. Yeah, I look forward. I know you said that you have a video you're working on, so I look forward to that as well. And yeah, this is very powerful story that everyone should know if you're learning about Ma'at, the Natiru, Heka'u, Aku, HERU. This is definitely a must to be aware of. So to our great brother Hotep, Ma'akaru, Aku, great brother.
Nini Uk, yes, I really like how this is all coming together. I really like the two parts that really has been sticking out to me in reading this story is finding the path opening. That is a very powerful statement. And then when the healing process is occurring for HERU, the Netaru are so mindful of everyone. They also say, and the sufferers likewise. So those are two things that definitely stick out to me as I am exploring this stele.
Yes, to our great brother. Is that Tefram Kema'at? Hotep, great brother?
Hotep, go ahead, brother, go ahead.
No, I was just going to pass it to you.
Yeah, I was going to say to our great brother for reading that Stella. That's definitely Nefer, and like Ani said, for giving us the Nefer Saba Tahuti translation. That was very, very Nefer. Great brother. Yeah, it's a lot of magic, a lot of hecka going on, and anytime anything that Saba translates or that shares everything is a gift, great brother. Especially when it comes to our ancestors and what they left behind for us. I know that was one of your thoughts, that we share. As far as when it comes to the artifacts and the things that our ancestors left behind for us, So Tua for asking that great question for Saba too, because I think that's important, because that's definitely one of the things I struggle with, great brother. But it's like, hey, if somebody stole my car and I needed my car back, I'm going to the person that took it. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm not gonna go to somebody else to get my car back from the person that has my car. So if somebody stole something from you, you know, you gotta go back and get it from them. You know, so you know, it is a very challenging situation when you think about it. I know you're challenged, brother, when you you know, because we've talked about that. You know, because it ultimately is grave robbing. You know, it's you know, we know what it is. You know what I mean? Those of us that know, but also, how will we know, brother, if it wasn't there? You know what I mean? So it's almost like, you know, we wouldn't know how beautiful our culture was, and the things that they left behind for us. You know, I mean, outside of us going and discovering it in a cave or discovering a tomb or something like that, but you know, those of us with any type of integrity or what they call decency or whatever, you know, we will have you know, we will have respect. It's almost like it's built in when you're around cemeteries and funerals and things like that. You know, when you're around that type of energy, death energy, humbles, you know, most people. You know what I mean? So, you know, I've never, I mean, I don't understand the thought process of, and I never will, you know, of you dying and me wanting to take your stuff. Like, oh, let me take that. Let me get that. You know what I mean? I don't understand that thought process, especially to the extent that it's done today, you know, in every museum and stuff like that. But then at the same time, you know, me being you know, me trying to, you know, grow and evolve and gain knowledge of self and have any type of real understanding, you know, it's important that I'm able to observe and see these things that our ancestors left behind, even though it's exploited and it might be on display and things like that, you know. So, you know, at the same time, I have to be grateful, you know. So, you know, rather than keep track of my losses, you know, I rather, you know, count my blessings, count my wins, and, you know, appreciate what I do have, because of those things that were stolen, you know, I was able to get a better understanding of, you know, knowledge, you know, of self, you know, and my environment and the matrix, and, you know, it led me here. So it's a double-edged sword, great brother. But to for that for sharing that stele, and that translation by great Saba. I thought I heard you say Ani was gonna show a video. Was there a video part to that?
He just shared. He shared how the thumbnail, how he has the how he's been sharing the thumbnails moving, like, so that's the piece that he shared.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, to a great brother. Yes.
Okay. Nice. I love it.
Yeah, to a great brother for what you just shared. Yeah, you know, that's the beautiful thing about family and community is, you know, helping each other in our maturations with dealing with all these various aspects to being a follower of Ma'at. So I appreciate all the guidance from you brothers and Saba Tahuti, and, you know, trying to, you know, process this and figure this out, and to have gratitude. And, you know, once and going through this is, you know, I think the big journey and exploration is to honor the Neteru. And so how to do that, you know, I'm looking forward to all of us coming into the full understanding of what that means. And so there's levels to it, right? It's a process, right? So as we are gaining the wisdom and the knowledge, and so the more we're able to do our part once it's revealed to us what steps to take.
Hey, hopes up. Hey, Tua, I'm multitasking right now. I gotta keep it real short, man. Cool. But yeah, hey, Tua, to you, great brother. Definitely love the translation that you brought to the table. I know you say you're gonna switch your style up, so I'm definitely excited for that. I like when you ready to add some new things. That's a phenomenal thing to me. But this was a great presentation. To you. You see him on that ATTON style right now. So hey, to you, great brother, most definitely. Hey, I'm here though, y'all. I'm right here. I'm listening. But to you, great Menkhu. I appreciate you, great brother.
Nini up. Definitely appreciate the feature from our set, so we can hear our set in the background. To you for multitasking and holding down the purse. So to you, great brother.
All right, let me, I'm gonna post the link if anyone would like to come up to the panel and speak. So I'll post that now for you all. So there is the link. We'll give a few moments for those of you who would like to come let your tones be heard. Yeah, come up on the panel, Nook Minty Hotep. Tiny 23 Experience, you're welcome, of course, great sister, to the panel. And yes, it's always wonderful to get some tones from our set. You heard that fire. She said, "I was fire, great brother. Stop speaking my story, man. That's my story."
Yeah, he definitely. You can tell he definitely had her. He definitely had her in his arms, so you can hear her loud and clear.
Yeah, that's just it's just such a phenomenal, magnificent thing to where the stories being read, how you are attached to them, and it's not fairy tale, right? It's real ancestral history that they get to read stories of and automatically be connected to that being raised up, you know. And as we are reacclimating and weaving our consciousness into that fact, it's just a beautiful thing, you know, to be able to do what we're doing. It's just phenomenal. So to our great brother for reading that story, and I look forward to the continued addition onto it, because that's a very powerful one, and one that should definitely, it deserves, you know, time into it for many type of creations to come from that. All of our stories, you know. So yeah, we're the House of ATTON, and you know, with what we're doing and creating, it's just a beautiful thing. So to our great brother for, you know, for doing what you're doing as well.
Nini up, and as you know, we all are learning the meta netter. It's a beautiful thing to have the translation from Saba and to be able to see the translation, so we can associate the words with the meta netter when kind of studying it. And then we get to see that too from you, Patah, when you do your translations and when you're sharing in your classes. So all of it is very valuable on this journey as we are learning the language of the Neteru. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is. That is absolutely a very important part that's always, left out. So it's good to be able to see translations and look at the Medu itself, which is automatically going to take, the translations that are readily public. It's only so far it can go. So yeah, it's always a beautiful thing to be able to look at the words, and it's good practice too, because just even on that stela, you have to still separate the Medu in your mind to see the words. And so it's good practice to be able to look at a sentence structure and see when a word starts and when it ends, and when the next one starts and when it ends, which can only be done by just looking at the stela like that and breaking down the words section by section. So it's definitely great practice to do that. So Tua to the great Saba for providing that. Okay, Tua to everyone who is supporting. I appreciate everyone, and I'm gonna put the support in a single image to share here momentarily. So Tua, so yeah, I'm gonna do that, great brothers, and so I'll just pass it to you all, Hotep.
I think you're on mute, Tef.
Hotep, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hotep, when did you get Saba to do that for you? That was beautiful.
So let me see.
What was that?
This month is flying by. My concept of time, I want to say early this month. I want to say like the first week of January, we started to have conversation about it. So I have more that he translated, and so I will incorporate that in my next share, I believe. And so so the middle section, that's just the top of the middle section that he translated. And so because there's 3 parts to the middle section, and so I'm gonna get into the middle of the middle section in my next share. So he's busy. So I think we started to have conversation about it. I want to say the beginning of this month, because I had did a presentation on the Stele, and then he did something when he did something on Circuit, when he did was that Tanya 23 Experience had a question in the Saba, and then he got into the Stele. And then after that, I was like, yeah, I just need him, because I was already in it. And so then I just, I sent him a message. I'm like, can you translate this middle section? Because like there's so much on there. I haven't even gotten to, there's the whole back. So I started with the base, and then, I started with the top. I started with the top section where you can see the image of HERU with the side lock. And then I did the base. And so now I'm in the middle section. And so there's so much in that Stele. I think I'm just like 25% in to the Stele at this point.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's enough, great brother. That's why I was asking. I said, did he do that for you just for this class? And when you talked about it, that image popped up in your background. But yeah, that's really enough, brother. I was looking. I'm like, wow, that's definitely Saba's translation, man. Especially, that's beautiful. Yeah, great brother.
Yeah, I had to call in the big homie, because I want to learn. I'm learning, little by little. We all are learning, the language, how to read, write, and speak the meta-netter. And so I feel like I'm going back to when we first got Saba to do the meta-netter Monday classes for us. And so yeah, I'm back into this year because so part of my big desire to learn more of the language and get into the translation is so, you know, when we go to Tamari, you know, we have a really good understanding of everything that we're looking at. And so that's a big reason why this year I really want to dedicate more time into, you know, learning the translations, be able to read, write, and speak the meta-netter. So, you know, Ani always has it in his lessons, and, you know, Saba in the pod class, in the Tahuti pod class, you know, he breaks down so much of the meta-netter. And then since I was already in the STELE, I was like, I'm just gonna ask him to translate, you know, so we can get deeper into it.
Well, two off for that, great brother. Like I say, I definitely appreciate it. Anything that Saba translates or gives us as far as our culture is concerned is a gift. And the fact that you gave it to us, that you had the, you know, the thought process to even, you know, do that for us, two off for that, great brother. And yeah, you know, I was speaking of the Medu Mondays, man. I was thinking about that today. I was doing some activities with the family, and that came across my mind. I was just thinking, like, man, I was just it was just gratitude. I was just grateful, because I was, you know, because now Saba doesn't do Monday classes now. And those classes were very intimate, very, you know, it was just a few of us, and it was so great. And I was just thinking about it today, and I was like, man, you know, I'm grateful that he had that time when he did. Like, it was some magic in that. You know, just especially with these presentations, with what we're doing, and, you know, learning new technology and, you know, applications and so on and so forth. You know, just with me now, just using the technology, you know, remember we would come in class and it would be Krista Christensen. So, you know, I use that for my inspiration for my, you know, some of my classes, Christina the Christensen. So it's just great, man. I'm just, you know, I'm grateful for you brothers. I'm grateful for Saba, you know, this frequency. You know, what we got going on here. This was Nefer, like I said, great brother. Nefer gift left behind by our ancestors for us to be doing exactly what we're doing now. And that's to be sharing this Nefer tones, this Nefer energy, you know, embody this energy, share these Nefer tones with everybody out there. So, you know, that's what we're doing. So again, two up for that, great brother. And, you know, looking forward to part 3, because there's always more. So, yes, definitely.
Yes, I think that is definitely what's going to happen in part 3. And I recently discovered there was a sister on YouTube. She shared a book going back to the conversation about the museums, right? And you know, the artifacts and the grave robbers. I'm gonna share this book with you, Atef. I know you appreciate it because you the book netter and a smell god. So she was talking about she talks about the museums and how they're able to acquire artifacts and the whole process and the history of that. So, you know, I'm just like you, great brother. I just want to learn. And so being a baby and coming in to understand all aspects of where did this all begin and how is this able to exist in the way that it is. But she's a historian and I think a cultural anthropologist. And so there's the book. I'm gonna find it. I can't find it right now, but she does kind of like a history on how, it's about the British Museum. It's about the British Museum, actually. How the British Museum came to be, and kind of like how the policies and all these things work and how they're able to acquire artifacts. So I'm really, I'm excited about learning more, on this journey in Ma'at. So yeah, when I find that book, I'm definitely going to share it with you.
To our great brother, yeah, definitely share that. Look forward to that.
That thumbnail, woo! That thumbnail, that image that's very nefer.
To our. You ready, Ani?
Yes. A few more moments. But yes, come back to the screen here. All right. Yes, to everyone for your support, as it is, it's what allows the House of ATTON to continuously expand, which is why it's the word mer, same word for pyramid, is the word for support. So again, here are the support links, and we appreciate they're pinned to the top. They're in the bio, and if you do not use these platforms, you can also donate on the website houseofatton.org. So Tua, and I'll share screen here. And this is from Soze Mania, who did a super thanks, which people can do on YouTube as well. You can super chat. You can go to previous videos and do super thanks. And it's all, support that we appreciate. So Tua to Soze Mania for the $5 on the live debate from Jabari Osaze and Saba Tahuti. Says, great discussion, interruptions included. I personally believe the Natiru are beings outside our reality. They never died and continually exist. We were tricked to believe nothing exists. Peace and great discussion once again. So to our Soze Mania for your support on this video here. Uncle Jasinet. All right. And we're going to go to the great Nukpu, who sent in 333 for Hotep Or Saba, Necher Tahuti, Amen, Hotep Ra, Tua, Ma'at. 333 for Hotep Per Aten, Aut Senu, Shimsu Netiru, Ma'kuru, Nefer, Kesbet Ib, Ma'at, Hechet Shu. And 333 totaling up to 999 for Hotep Orsin Neter, Menkhu Ara Meri Maat, Tep HERU, Kesbet. Tua Nukpu, appreciate you, great brother, for your Trinity sequences of threes and your consistent support, as you always support and participate with what the House of ATTON brings forward, great brother. So Ma'kuru to you, Hotep. And next we have, just a few more. Next we have Minty Hotep, who sends in 222 for Tua Ishin. Hotep to the great Minty. Tua for your support. Sister, we appreciate you and for coming to the panel more often than you have been. So it's always great to see you and hear your HERU. So Tua for your support. And next we have Basatut Maka Ox Effect, one of the great moderators of the House of ATTON, who sends in 2020 for Hotep 11925. Dua Menkhu for the Heka shared HENU. Yes, dua to you. Appreciate you, great brother, and your consistency, your discipline, and always supporting the House of ATTON, being a great example of a HERU and what that tone represents, great brother. So Tua. And that is the Meru of the House of ATTON for today's class. Dua.
Yo, let's go.
Hey, DJ.
Better keep teaching like this. You, yo. I was thinking, I was like, they really.
You are watching a master at work.
All right, Hotep HENU to the great Meru, the great supporters of the House of ATTON. We appreciate you all.
Yes, Hotep, HENU, to everyone for your support. Definitely appreciate it. Much appreciated for your support.
All right, let me check the back room here. Okay, I see. I don't think anyone hit the link. So, all right, wonderful. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and begin our close out. houseofatton.org. Again, to everyone for your support. Many things are being created and worked on as we speak. So Tua for all of the aku that you put into being here and being a part of these classes and these productions and presentations and teachings. Much love to you all. Tua to everyone who hits the like button and also shares these classes on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, which definitely assist us more than what may be known. It definitely helps. And, with everyone assisting in that process of sharing the videos, allows for, more eyes to be seen on the House of ATTON and Saba Tahuti's, the pod class. So, we appreciate everyone who does post on the social side. Got some classes coming up just for Instagram Live. So if you do not have one or you're not following the House of ATTON yet, please follow us on Instagram as well as TikTok, where we'll simultaneously stream to both of those. Yeah, HENU to the great Menkhu Ara for putting together this reading for us and keeping the words of the great ancestors Ankh. So it is Sa-Ankh. It is currently living. So houseofatton.org. Support. Go get your merch. House of ATTON merch. Hotep mats, bathroom sets, notebooks. Go support. Leave your reviews over there as well. The reviews definitely assist with the algorithms. New items are being worked on, coming soon. So yeah, it's just a beautiful thing. Tu'a for your attention. Without your attention, this does not exist. And I will conclude with the Medu. And Hotep Hinu to the great Saba Tuuti and his Au, and all of the great Karu. Sakim M. Arit, Murder Ka'a, Simu Hatuna Tiru, Pert and Tetep. I obtain the power to do what pleases my Ka. May the hearts of the Natiru lead me. I come forth in offering. Hotep.
I can go next. I think the Jed is multitasking. So Hinu Hotep, Hotep to the Neteru, peace and love to Saba Tahuti and his Neturks, peace and love to the chat, House of ATTON, peace and love to the brothers on the panel. Definitely looking forward to what will come next. So much is in store. This is a powerful story, so it's an honor to be able to share that with you. And much adoration to Saba Tahuti for the translation, as learning the language and getting deeper in the knowledge of spells is very important. And I will close with the adoration to Tahuti. Come to me, Tahuti, O noble ibis. Come to me and give me counsel to make me skillful in your calling. He who masters it is found fit to hold office. Fate and fortune are to be found with you. Hinu Hotep, Hotep Meri.
To our great brothers. Hey. We here, man, with Daoud. You know how that's going. Peace and love to you, great Menkhu. Appreciate you, great brother. Tua for the presentation. Tua to you, great brothers as well on the panel, everybody in the chat, especially those who supported as well. Tua and shouts out to our Saba Tahuti and Hotep Ra, his Aout. Definitely grateful, definitely appreciative of the energy that's being put in on a daily basis and then brought forth on these days. So Tua to you, great brothers. I appreciate the love, appreciate all the merit everybody send. May Ra grant you and your family health and prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of Ma'at. And may you all rise and come forth this conscious light like the divine Ra who rises and shall evermore Ma'at. I am the Jed Sajim Ma'at MT Power Kuf, everybody in the Tiru, Uncle Jasaneb, Nefra Pesh, Tep.
Peace and love. This was great. Again, to our great brother Menkhu for your share, for your presentation, for your Nefra questions. To our for your energy, great brother. To our great Saba Tahuti Amenhotep Ra and his family, the animals. Hinu to the Natiru. Hinu to the great brother Primordial Thought 9 and his family. Hinu to you, great brother. Hinu to the great Ani Patah Aten Tahuti. Hinu to all the great brothers and sisters in the chat. Basa Tut, Nukpu, Minty Hotep, Robert Williams. Peace and love to everybody that supports us continuously. Our Saba. With that, we'll end with our Nefra affirmation. Within his realm, you intestines retreat. Long is his tail within you, having no body to evolve from. He who is without arms, he who is without legs. You folding within the intestines. You intestines, enemy of Ra. Get back, Apep. Your form has fallen with the knife. Unki Maat, An NS, Nintet Osat Maat, Min Hepapat Maat, Her and Hu QE, Per Eku. I live for Maat. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light.
Don't nobody really want no smoke.
Forget that we the real champions around here. I don't play with pseudo.
Yo, let's go.
Shed. Closed my eyes, then I woke up back in my bed. I could see my room as clear as looking through a lens. See, I thought I was awake, so then I tried to move, but my body shocked me like I was plugged in a socket. I started panicking and scrambling within my mental. I thought I died and now my body, I'm forever locked in. I was screaming, help me, someone help me please. But there wasn't any sound making it through my teeth. I could see movement in motion, shadows gather around me. How could I close my eyes already closed? Eating alkaline at this time, fasting Rizzo shocking. I was stuck in a paralysis, Fred had me froze. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. I finally started waking up and coming back. I was in the opposite of states effect. That's relaxed, I grabbed my phone and started to do research. Knowledge of what happened, I was in a lack. Insidious, the movie came direct to mind. Every time I've seen this, it was connected to what's not divine. Demons crawling forcefully, holding the body down. Ain't no point in trying to scream, you will not make a sound. Deep within I knew I made that a reality. The all is mine, I saw it and so shall it be. I start replacing fear with knowing universe is mental. Talking to my subconscious to wake me up in dreams. Then one day my spirit guides came in so essential. Daylight's astral playing loud in my dream helped to set me free. I'm back in paralysis laying on my couch. But this time I was calm, ready to exit out. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. From what I read, I need to move my arms in front of me. See a rope and pull it, separate and then release. Now I'm out, I see my house is gleaming, I accept it. Looking in the mirror, staring at my car's reflection. I was so ecstatic, flying in every direction. This was months of subconscious reprogramming and redirection. Place my thoughts in my body, wake up, that's what I did. I was reborn from that day so I could start to live. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed.